Every child in the Madrigal family gets a gift. A magical door appears on their 5th birthday. They touch the handle, and suddenly they can heal with food, or move mountains, or see the future, or make the flowers bloom wherever they walk. Every child except Mirabel. When she touches the handle, nothing happens, and the door disappears. And she spends the rest of her childhood in a house full of extraordinary people, wondering what's wrong with her. Now, I understood that feeling before I understood the film. Hi, I'm a psychiatrist, and I spent a long time feeling like everyone around me had their one thing, the gift they were obviously unmistakably good at, and I had nothing. And this channel is SlowReel, where we watch films slowly for what they are really telling us. And I must say that Encanto is one of those films that looks like a colorful musical family adventure, but underneath, it is an exploration of self-worth, invisible pressure, and what it actually means to have a gift. Now, quick warning, I will be talking about the whole film, including the ending, so as usual, if you haven't seen it, watch it and then do come back. So, the Madrigal family lives in a magical house called the Casita, in a Colombian village that their matriarch Abuela Alma helped build. And the family's magic, which is their gifts, they are tied to a candle that has burned since a miracle saved Abuela's life. And these gifts, they're absolutely extraordinary. Luisa has super strength. She carries everything, literally and metaphorically. She moves churches and redirects rivers. She holds the whole community up on her back. And the film shows us what that costs her. So there is a song in the movie called Surface Pressure, where Luisa describes the weight of being the strong one, the weight of being the reliable one, the one who can't crack because everyone needs her not to. Then there is Isabella, who grows flowers wherever she goes, and these flowers are perfect. She's beautiful, effortless, the family's golden girl. And underneath, she is suffocating. She is performing a version of herself that was decided for her before she had any say in it. And then there is Bruno. Now, the family doesn't talk about Bruno. Bruno's gift is seeing the future. And the futures he saw were uncomfortable and unwelcome, so the family erased him. He has been living in the walls of the casita for years. He has been there alone, because his truth didn't fit the story the family needed to tell. Now, these gifts, which I think should be sources of joy, right? They have become cages. Everyone is performing their gift perfectly. They are carrying their role without complaint, and the whole system is cracking under that pressure. And the cracks? They are literal in this movie. The casita's walls are fracturing. The magic candle that is supposed to be lit forever is flickering. And yet, nobody will talk about it. Now, Mirabel is the only one who sees the cracks. And she is also the only one without a gift, which means she's also the only one not trapped inside one. And I think this is something that the movie does very well. So Mirabel isn't presented as being less than the others. She's presented as the one who is free to actually look at what's happening. She has nothing to protect and no role to perform, so she can just look at everything freely. Her giftlessness is, paradoxically you might say, what makes her the one who can save everything. But she doesn't know that yet. What she knows is the feeling of watching everyone around her be extraordinary and not knowing what she is. Now, I grew up watching people have their thing, their one obvious gift. The girl who played piano like it was breathing, the boy who could draw anything, and the friend who was naturally, effortlessly funny. Everyone seemed to have arrived with their gift already installed, and I kept looking for mine and not finding it. I tried many things, very different things, things that seemed to have nothing to do with each other, and for a long time that felt like evidence of not having a gift, rather than evidence of having many interests. Like, I felt like I was scattered and unfocused, and still searching while everyone else had already arrived, to their destination, to their passions and life. But what I didn't understand yet was that this mosaic of me, it was being built the whole time. Now, if you have ever watched everyone else seem to have their one obvious thing and wondered why you couldn't find yours, then do subscribe. I think that this channel is absolutely for you. Now let's talk about Bruno. I think he's one of the most interesting characters in the film because he's the one the family exiled. His gift, which is seeing the future, it's not very comfortable, is it? Like, he can't control what he sees and can't make the visions more nice or palatable. He can't soften what's coming. He just sees it. And people blamed him what he saw. They blamed him for what he saw, as if the seeing caused it. So, naturally, the family stopped talking about him and stopped even acknowledging he existed. And so he lived in the walls for years and still doing his part, still feeding the rats, still watching his telenovelas, and still loving the family from inside the structure they didn't know he was the one who was holding it up. Now Bruno is the part of the family story that didn't fit. He was the inconvenient truth, the uncomfortable vision, and the thing that literally got walled off because acknowledging it was too hard. Now, most families have a Bruno, at least most systems do. It is the person or the truth that everyone agrees, without saying it out loud, that we shouldn't talk about. It is also the anxiety that gets managed rather than acknowledged. It is the crack in the wall that gets painted over like it never happened. But the truth is, you can't heal what you won't look at. And the miracle is when the family finally lets Bruno back in. And then the casita falls, the candle goes out, and all of the magic disappears. And then the village, the community, the madrigals have been serving and holding up and performing the gifts for, they show up and they rebuild the house together, brick by brick, without using any magic. Just people showing up for each other. And when the last brick is placed, when Mirabel touches the new door, the magic returns, but it's different now. The gifts, they do come back, but they come back to a family that has stopped performing them, that has started being honest with everything, and a family that has let Bruno back in, and let Isabella grow cacti instead of perfect roses, and let Luisa put something down for 5 minutes. Now, I think the house didn't fall because the magic failed. I think the house fell because the pressure of maintaining the performance became greater than the structure could hold. And it got rebuilt not by using more gifts, but by more honesty. And I think that's what the film is about. The family is the basis of it all. And the family could only be itself once it stopped performing what it thought it needed to be. And I think about my own mosaic of things like psychiatry, mindfulness. I like doing films and editing. I like to learn about marketing and websites and, well, this channel. And for years, those felt like evidence of not having my gift. I had too many things and everything was scattered. I didn't have one special gift. But they have been building something. Slowly, brick by brick, without me always being able to see the shape of it. And now finally I can start to see it. All these different pieces coming together into something that only I could have built, because only I had exactly this combination. And I think it's a special gift as any. It's just slower to be recognized, slower to arrive to me. Now, in this movie, Mirabel never gets a gift. The film ends without giving her one. What she gets instead is a door. It's her door, with her family reflected back at her. All of them, together. The combination of people she loves and who love her. That is her gift. It was always her gift. She just couldn't see it from the inside. So, if you're someone still looking for your one thing, the gift that will finally make you feel like you belong, like you've arrived, like you're enough, maybe it's not one thing. Maybe it's the combination of things. the unlikely collection of interest and experiences and half-finished things that only you have, assembled in a way that only you could assemble them. So what I'm saying is that the house doesn't need one extraordinary gift, it just needs you. It needs all of you, exactly as you are. Now, if you have made it this far, please do like and subscribe. YouTube loves that. I love that as well. And if you want, then leave a comment. What is your Bruno? Is there a thing about yourself that you or the people around you find it hard to talk about? Now, you don't have to explain it in detail, but you can if you wish. But what is your Bruno? Do you have one? I am genuinely interested. As with everything on this channel, I am super excited about reviewing these movies. It has given me a creative outlet I didn't know I needed. Yeah, I think I didn't know I needed. So yes, do leave a comment. Do you have a Bruno? What is it? Or just comment anything else. Have you seen Encanto? Did you enjoy it? How did it feel? Yeah, okay. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next week with the next video. Bye!